Today I'm sharing what traveling after 40 actually feels like, and nobody's really talking about this because at this stage of life, travel isn't harder, but it is different. And the major shift that we'll dig into is that comfort quietly becomes the foundation of every good trip. All right, now let's get into the parts of travel that no one really explains, but every seasoned traveler feels. The airport just hits differently now. I mean, airports used to feel like a fun blur, right? Now they're louder, brighter, longer. You're more aware of how far the walk to the gate is, how long you've been standing, and whether your bag actually fits your body. You notice when shoes don't support you, when your shoulders ache from a poorly balanced tote, when rushing through a connection drains you before the trip even begins. This isn't weakness, it's awareness. And here's the quiet upgrade luxe travelers make. You start designing airport days on purpose. You get to the airport earlier, you choose seats strategically, and you build in buffer, not stress. And if you're able to, you relax and reset in the airport lounge. Travel gets calmer because, well, you get smarter. Number 2, packing becomes emotional, not just practical. So at this stage, packing is no longer about just in case. It's about what feels good on your body, what layers well without the bulk, and what you'll actually enjoy wearing at the end of a long day while still making you feel fabulous. You stop chasing outfit variety and start choosing soft waistbands, breathable fabrics, and shoes that don't need breaking in. And something interesting happens. Packing lighter feels like self-respect. Less stuff, less rummaging, and less mental noise. Your bag becomes a support system, not a burden. The third thing is that recovery time matters more than the destination. And this is one that no one really prepares you for. It's not the flight itself. It's how long it takes to feel like yourself afterwards. Sleep feels lighter, jet lag lingers longer, and long travel days, well, they stack faster. So you start planning trips differently. Fewer cities, longer stays, and slower mornings. You realize the trip after the flight is just as important as the flight itself. And suddenly, slow travel stops sounding boring and kind of starts sounding luxurious. Also, you care less about doing it all. And this might be the biggest shift of all. So you no longer feel the need to see everything and pack every day with activities, improve anything through travel. You're happier just sitting at a cafe longer, choosing one meaningful experience, and returning to a hotel early because it feels good. Travel becomes about presence, not productivity. And honestly, that's when it starts feeling richer. Also, comfort isn't extra. It's kind of the point. This is the truth nobody says out loud. You will happily pay more for a better seat, a calmer hotel, a location that actually saves energy, because comfort now equals better sleep, better moods, and better memories. And you stop apologizing for it because you've earned the ease. Travel also starts reflecting the life you're building. It stops becoming an escape and it starts to become a bit of a preview. You start thinking, could I stay here longer? What would daily life feel like here? And does this place support the way I want to live? This is when travel quietly turns into future planning, without pressure, without urgency, and just with curiosity. And I don't know about you, but it's got me thinking about retiring in another country. Or even retiring to slow travel around the world to see all the countries. Personally, I love this new way of traveling, and I think you might too. So that's what midlife traveling is really like. Quieter, smarter, slower, and far more intentional than anyone talks about. If this season of travel resonates with you, subscribe to Lux Global Living for comfort first, thoughtful travel guidance designed for the life you're building now. I'll see you in the next one.